In this video, we will analyze Manchester United's 2-1 victory over Brentford in the 8th round of the Premier League, and how the players bought more time for Ten Hag. The starting 11 with which United began the match was as follows: Onana in goal, Dalot as the right back, ligt and Evans as centre backs, and Martinez as the left back. This was a possibility as we mentioned in the preview video. The midfield was occupied by Casemiro, Eriksen and Fernandes, just as we discussed in the pre-match analysis. The attack was made up of Rashford on the right, Garnacho on the left and Højlund as the central striker. This was an interesting change, as Ten Hag prefers to use Rashford in his natural position and switch Garnacho to the opposite side. Before continuing with the match breakdown, we must mention that there was a lot of misinformation in the days leading up to the game. Many media outlets reported that certain players wouldn't feature, such as Garnacho, who was dubbed for the match but ended up starting. Similarly with Ugarte and Mazraoui, who got minutes in this match but were supposedly not going to participate. Now let's dive into the match. From the start, it was clear that Brentford took the initiative, trying to control the ball and creating some scoring chances that their strikers didn't capitalize on. Without a doubt, Brentford looked more comfortable with the ball than United. In situations under pressure, Brentford was superior to United, as they could play out from the back with the ball under control, while United preferred to clear the ball when pressed. In the early minutes, Brentford seemed like the home team and United the away side, which was evident in the possession stats, overwhelmingly in Brentford's favour. Throughout this period, Brentford appeared vastly superior to Manchester United. A turning point in the match was the light's injury, which shifted the game's dynamics. After this, United's first real dangerous action came around the 20th minute. Manchester United decided to attack more, but without many collective ideas. Most of the chances created and shots on goal came from individual efforts, mainly through Garnacho and Rashford. United also had chances due to Brentford's mistakes, like when the goalkeeper dropped the ball and had to clear it quickly in the face of Højlund's threat. Despite United's attacks, Brentford continued to play out from the back under pressure. A couple of clear chances were created for both teams, a shot wide from Eriksen and a great save by Onana. In the final minutes of the first half, United had more chances than Brentford, who had stopped playing the way they had in the first 25 to 30 minutes of the match. Near the end of the first half, the referee ordered the ligt to leave the pitch because he still had blood on his head, and while he was being treated, Brentford took advantage to score the opening goal. In this play, Dalot lost his marker, and Pinnock positioned himself in the space left by the ligt. This clearly caused an uproar among United fans, with de Ligt and Van Nistelrooy being visibly furious. It was a controversial moment, but the rule is that the player cannot continue playing if they have blood on them, so the referee followed the regulations. The team's medical staff failed to stop the bleeding, and de Ligt continued his defensive duties, including heading the ball, which made it clear the wound wouldn't stop bleeding. United went into halftime down 1-0, and the second half began that way. The players started the second half with a positive attitude, as just a few minutes in, Garnacho equalized after receiving a great pass from Rashford. Here, we must mention that the goal was another individual effort by two players, not a collective play. Little by little, the superior quality of United's players over Brentford's started to show. All the players carried the team on their shoulders and continued attacking until Højlund scored the second goal after a sensational assist from Fernandes. Again, the quality of United's players made the difference in a match where they were tactically outplayed at various stages. Brentford tried a few more times near the end, but couldn't do much. The standout players for Manchester United were Garnacho, with his constant attempts to score and create danger, Rashford, who had several interesting individual efforts and provided the assist for the first goal, Casemiro, who looked comfortable in front of goal and generated important chances, although he wasn't very sharp defensively, Martinez, who played a crucial role as a left back and did his job well, and of course the Ligt, who defended valiantly, continuing to play despite his head injury and doing a great job in defense. As for the coach, we can say that this victory doesn't cover up the poor team performance on the field. For many moments in the match, Manchester United was outplayed collectively and tactically. It was clear Brentford had a clear idea of how they wanted to play the game, but it was the difference in individual quality between the teams that ultimately decided the result. Despite United's collective shortcomings, this is an important victory, as the team moves up a few spots in the table, still waiting on tomorrow's matches. The win also helps boost the players' confidence. For the next match, Manchester United will travel to Turkey to face Fenerbahce, managed by an old acquaintance, Jose Mourinho. Will United's players' quality be enough to face a tough opponent like Fenerbahce? What will be the result of the tactical battle between Ten Hag and Mourinho?